rammed our sub.
You still got this gun?
Fire! Commence firing.
Cease firing.
Cease firing.
All hands stand by.
Stand by.
We're pulling in closer to the Tarleton.
Sure, them Scorpion agents on the Tarleton must be doomed to open fire on a destroyer.
They certainly must be, Mr. Splendid. I don't know what they hope to accomplish with one small gun.
Well, the devils are still fighting. I hope they don't get Winslow.
We'll soon take the fight out of them.
You've got to get out of here. Most of our men are done for. We'll try to get down to the hold of the ship and hide in one of the boxes the men stowed away in.
Kramer, the leader of that gang of pirates.
Too bad we couldn't have taken him alive. There are a lot of things he might have told us.
That shell from the 620 nearly wrecked my ship.
I'd say it saved your ship, Captain.
Well, your ramming the submarine did that. That was a clever piece of work.
Well, with a few minor repairs, you'll still be able to pull into Rondana Bay behind the 620. In the meantime, I'd like to see if there are any of the Scorpion men still alive.
Right, Commander.
By golly, laddie, I'm proud of you. The way you saved the Tarleton with its cargo of guns and gold bullion.
I'm only sorry we didn't take more of the Scorpion agents alive.
Well, we have Barsack.
Sure you couldn't kill that crook. Didn't he turn up alive after going over a cliff in a burning car?
He did. And I still have hopes of him giving us the lead to the Scorpion's hideout. Once he does that...
Yeah. Once he does that, the show's over.
He'll pull through all right. We've just got to keep him very quiet.
Radio this to Captain Hawley at once.
Aye, aye, sir.
What's the verdict?
He'll be all right, but you won't be able to worry him with questions for a few days.
I was afraid of that.
Sure, in a few days, more or less, won't make any difference so long as Barsack lives to tell us what we want to know.
We got to get Barsack away from him before he's well enough to talk.
I know we have, but how?
Come on, let's get back over to headquarters.
Now that the excitement's over, I can get back to work.
How's your work coming on, Blake?
I'll have that old smelter reconstructed into a modern power plant in another week, barring sabotage.
Well, we're not out of the woods yet by any means, so keep your guards posted. See you later, Misty.
Okay.
Howdy. Friend will get here?
Yeah, he went to the radio room.
Bring it in.
You're just in time, M22. Scorpion wants to know about Barsek.
What about Barsek, M22?
Winslow holds him captive. He's in a serious condition, but expected to live, sir.
If he lives, they'll find some way to make him talk. Neither Winslow nor the Navy must learn we have an underground oil well and submarine base at Tangita. Rescue Barsek at once. He's still valuable to me.
I'll rescue him, all right. I'll do more than that. Get Corley at once.
I don't like it, Mike. Don taking that risk alone, we should be helping him.
Well, this is the way he wants it. And I'm thinking we are helping him. We're obeying his orders and keeping out of the way if bad says to it.
Well, I hope nothing happens to Mercedes.
You don't have to worry about that, young lady. She'll be taking good care of herself.
Well, Don shouldn't take such risks with her. It isn't worth it.
On the contrary, it'll be worth everything to us if it works. And you can be sure Don never would have started it if he hadn't known what he was doing. Oh, sit down, will you, Red, and let me walk the plank a while.
I've been waiting for you. Do as you're told and keep your mouth shut. Outside.
What does this mean? Where are you taking me?
You'll be perfectly safe, miss. We need a nurse for Barsek.
I'm taking it on my own to go back to the warehouse and see what's happening.
Oh, all right. If you can't get your nose out of it, then I'll go with you to see you don't get into trouble.
If you two think I'm going to stay here by myself, you're crazy.
What's the matter?
Matt and Husky will take Barsek and the nurse to number 2 listening post. They're to wait for us there.
Did M22 change his plans?
Not much, but he wants you and Spike to start placing dynamite in the smelter chimney and blow it up right away. That'll stop Blake's work on the power plant.
That was a smart move on the part of M22. I think the Scorpion will like it.
Yeah, while Winslow and his pals are looking around for Barsek, we wrecked the smelter.
And with Winslow busy investigating the explosion, we can pick up Barsek and that nurse and take them to the hideout.
We can't miss.
Before they do. even if my scheme did fail to get me into the Scorpion's hideout, we learned about the smelter, there may be time to save him. Have Red and Mike come to the smelter as fast as they can.
All right, Don. Good luck.
Oh, thanks. I'll need it.
Okay, now for a last look at that charge.
Sure.
All right. That hole's deep enough, let it alone. Don't pack that dynamite in good and solid, you lose a lot of its force. This explosion has to be just right to smash these buildings and cripple the power plant.
What makes you so sure that the chimney's going to fall the way you want it to?
Everything depends on how the dynamite's placed. With the charge on this side, it can't fall in any direction except toward the smelter. If we're on the opposite side, it'll fall toward the kiln.
Well, I put it just like you told me.
All right. Let's get back to the plunger and set her off. Watch her go.
Hold it. You've got a loose connection.
You had a bad connection, but it's all right now.
Get away from that plunger!
Fall on us if we don't get out of here.